My sibling compelled me to serve as her offspring's prime illustration of a squandered existence, obliging me to recount to them each Sunday the reasons to avoid emulating my path. Once she forfeited parental rights, I took in her little ones and ensured she observed from beyond the glass as they dubbed me their mother. It commenced with a message from my sibling Clarissa. Sunday meal, 5 p.m. Avoid tardiness. No courtesy, no inquiry about your interest. Merely an order as always. I ought to have sensed the anomaly immediately. Clarissa never summoned me unless she required a favor. For background, Clarissa embodies the quintessential, flawless, firstborn female. She wedded Michael immediately post-graduation, bore 2 children, Emma and Liam, and resided in a dwelling that appeared curated for a glossy periodical spread. In contrast, I was the familial letdown who opted for my personal journey over the blueprint she and our folks had scripted. On that initial Sunday, I arrived bearing a bottle of red and a batch of pastries I'd prepared for the youngsters. Clarissa glanced at my handcrafted goodies and discarded them directly into the bin. We avoid refined sugars in this household, she declared, despite my use of natural agave as the binder. Fine. Then emerged the true motive behind the summons. Clarissa assembled the family in the lounge, positioned the children on their immaculate who selects pale upholstery with toddlers around, and proclaimed words etched in my memory. Kids, Uncle Ethan is here to share his decisions and why they falter. Listen closely. This illustrates the outcome of ignoring mother and father. I froze, jaw agape. Was this genuine? Yet prior to my protest, she drew me apart and murmured, "You owe me for lest you desire mom and dad learning of how you neglected to reimburse that cash." She meant the $2,000 she'd advanced me half a decade prior, which I'd returned plus extra. But the records had vanished, and our parents would side with her narrative over mine. They invariably did, thus launched the weekly tutorials. Session after session, I was compelled to perch there and detail why my route was flawed, why remaining single at 34 was pitiful, why pursuing my passions over the kin-endorsed trajectory rendered me a warning. But here's the twist that captivates. Emma and Liam, they weren't convinced. Out of Clarissa's sight, they'd quiz me on my experiences, brimming with authentic intrigue and thrill. I discovered them sketching depictions of my tailies. Liam once confided softly, "I aspire to possess your courage, Uncle Ethan." Then the flawless facade of Clarissa's domain began to crumble. Michael turned to excessive liquor. The illusion, and her demeanor grew harsher. The sessions intensified in cruelty. She dissected every aspect of me. My attire, my hairstyle, my very existence. The children appeared increasingly tense, increasingly reserved. One midnight, my cell buzzed at 2 a.m. Emma was sobbing, dialing from a concealed device stashed in their play box. "Uncle Ethan, Dad's hurling objects once more. Mom claims it's our inadequacy, just like yours." I contacted child services and authorities without delay.